This is Koba-sensei from ITeens Lab. This is the 15th video in our series explaining how to use Udemy. In the previous videos, we created a program where you shoot balls to defeat enemies. This time, we're going to step away from scripting for a bit and talk about the game view and layout. When making a game in Udemy, having a screen that's easy to see is actually pretty important. It also makes it easier to watch how the game moves and operate things, so I really want you to learn this well. Most likely. If you've been watching so far, I think your Udemy skills have improved a lot, so let's level up even more here. Let's get started. So, if you look at this screen, right here, you'll see sections labeled Scene and Game. These are the scene window and the game window. There's a bit of a difference between them. The game window shows you what the game will actually look like when it starts. In other words, this is the view from the camera. What the camera sees is what appears in the game window. On the other hand, the scene window lets you move things around freely, so when you're creating your game, this is the screen you'll use to work while checking how everything looks. Alright, so if you move the camera like this, you'll see that the camera view changes as well. And in the same way, the display in the game window also changes like this. But switching back and forth like this can be a bit of a hassle, so if you drag and drop the game window tab right here, this part, you can see the actual view from the camera in the game window. You can look at both the video and the scene at the same time. Actually, you can move other windows to any position you like in the same way. For example, you can move the game window over here or bring the console window over there. You can arrange everything however you find easiest to use, just like this. You can change the layout however you like. Just like this. So, what about the camera view? This is the scene view. This is the screen you use when creating the project. And this one is the actual game view. So, just like this, you can change the layout. The way everything is arranged like this is what we call the layout. And actually, this right here. Here. Right here. At the very top right, in the upper right corner of the screen, you'll see where it says Default. There are several patterns you can choose from here. For example, if you select 2x3, it will look like this, and if you choose for split, it will look like this. Yes, so default is right here. Default means the initial state. I think this is the layout most of you usually use. And, for example, if you select tall, it changes like this, and you can choose from various layouts like this. You can do that. Now, let's return to the default for a moment. I really want you all to try this out. For example, your favorite layout. Personally, I often use a layout like this. The scene view is in the upper left, and the lower left is the game view. And then the hierarchy goes here. Below that is the project window, and the inspector is on the right. I like arranging them like this, so I do it often. Once you've created your favorite layout, click here on Default and select Save Layout. Basically, you're saving your layout. Now that I've arranged it the way I like, I'll go to Save Layout and give it a name. For example, I'll call it My Layout here. By doing this, it becomes my favorite layout. For example, after switching to something like a 2x3 layout, you can easily go back to your usual favorite layout whenever you want. That's what this layout feature allows you to do. As you keep customizing and building your layouts more and more, well, it becomes a really convenient feature, so I definitely recommend trying it out and getting used to it. Another important point is the camera. With the camera, depending on its position, the way the game looks can change quite a bit. You can rotate the camera like this, for example. Yes, you can also change the camera's position. By doing things like that, you can change how the game screen looks, so make sure to try adjusting the camera properly as well. Alright, everyone, great job! How was it? In this session, we looked at the game view, which lets you check the actual game screen, and the layout feature, which helps you develop in a way that's easy to understand. Now, some of you might feel that you don't really need to bother changing the layout, but customizing the screen to your own preferences is definitely a shortcut to improving your skills. I really think it's an important first step, so please try finding a screen arrangement that works best for you. Alright then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.